Over the weekend, the Illinois State Legislature voted on SB 25, the Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Code, or what we can call the abortion bill, because that's really what it provides for, more abortions in the state of Illinois. The bill's language has been changed a couple of times since the bill was originally authored. The current language reads, the language that was voted on over the weekend, reads that this bill provides that every individual who becomes pregnant has a fundamental right to continue the pregnancy and give birth, or to have an abortion and to make autonomous decisions about how to exercise that right. As a result of this bill, there are no age restrictions to getting an abortion, no time restrictions, no location restrictions. All of the obstacles to getting an abortion in the state of Illinois have been cleared off the roadway. The House voted on this bill on Memorial Day. They passed it. It went to the state Senate. They voted on the bill over the weekend. They passed it. It's now going to the governor's desk. He has yet to sign it, but he's given every indication that he will. We can continue to talk about this bill, but pretty soon it will be the law for the state of Illinois. Now, these kinds of bills are not new, this kind of egregious language, and when I hear people comment, they typically say one of three things, and that's something that I'd like to comment on now. So we hear people saying, in a variety of different issues, we hear people say, better remember this come November. And the implication here is that come election season, we need to vote the people who voted for this bill out of office. And we certainly can do this. We can hold our lawmakers accountable. That's how we do that. That's the beauty of the election system. The only problem with this is that the people who largely voted for this bill have voted consistently in this fashion in the past. So if their past actions is not enough to vote them out of office, I don't know why this would be enough. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is enough to wake people up and to vote them out of office. And maybe it's the case for you. So I hope that if that's the case, I hope you'll be getting involved and do something about it. Another thing people will say is maybe I should run for office. Maybe they don't think that they're being represented well, and now they're going to do something about it. And I absolutely think you should. If you are not being represented well, then you should run for office. If you don't want to run for office, then find somebody you think will represent you well and encourage them to run for office. If there is somebody out there that's already running, is already a candidate, then encourage them, support them, get signatures for them, tell your friends about them. That's how you do it. That's how you win elections. But it's not impossible, but it is difficult, but it can be done. But we have to continue to cultivate attractive candidates. So outside of that, there's nobody else to run for. If we want to vote for someone else, we have to have someone else to vote for. A third thing that I hear people say, and something, friends, we just cannot tolerate this, I cannot accept this, is time to leave Illinois. So we see these kinds of bills that come out, and we think, you know what, things are just getting too bad here in Illinois. Things are just getting worse. We have to leave. It's time to leave. Now, make no mistake about it. Illinois economics is largely forcing people to evacuate this state. They cannot keep their jobs. They cannot afford to keep their homes, and they're looking for work and shelter, and the only place that they can find to do it is in states outside of Illinois. But we can't leave just because things are difficult, things that are getting bad. We have to fight. We have to do something about it. If you are fighting in a pro-life fight, and you want to continue to do something about it, and things are not going our way, then we have to change our strategy. We have to change our tactics. But we can't just leave. If we leave, then nothing will be done. So we have to do something. We can't just say, well, nothing can be done and we're going to leave. Think of police officers. They go to a call, they make an arrest, they get some resistance, they do something. If you go to hospital and you say, I've got an infection, the nurse does something about it. Even a classroom setting, if a teacher is trying to present some material and there's some kind of distraction, they take some action. They do something about it. They have the authority, they have the know-how, and they do something about it. It's not maybe convenient. Maybe this isn't a convenient time for you to do something, but we have to do something about it. Ask your parent friends. Opportunities for correction rarely come at convenient times, but it doesn't get us off the hook. We have to do something about it. So get the education and do something. Go to the classes. Attend the conferences, get the knowledge, and do something. Come to the party and do something. But stay in Illinois and do something.